Welcome back to Sunrise. We turn attention now to what's going on with security. I mean, if you saw some of the papers, you see that some activity, unfortunate ones too, about the insurgents' attack in Mubi, and then the military responding also, but not taking completely off the status of the ceasefire agreement with respect to the abducted girls in Chibok. When will they return? That's where we start off today, asking Ify Ike, who is a gender and child rights advocate. Thank you for coming this morning.
Hello, thank you for having me. How are you?
We're doing good here. How does that resonate with you when you heard that the government is not negotiating with insurgents and that the girls who were abducted were going to be released?
The girls will be released. Are they all alive is the first question. And government negotiating. I don't understand that. You're negotiating with terrorists. It's like telling them it's okay, they can do it again, and then we negotiate, and you can do it again, and we negotiate. First of all, I don't even really believe that those girls were adopted for the reason they're making it. I just think they just want to cause problem in the country. I think they just want to make the country ungovernable. Because what I notice is when evil men want to establish power and authority, they use women and they use children, unfortunately. But what I don't understand is that the consequence is more extensive than their singular, interest. Yeah, look at what's happening in the country now. You adopt people's children, you cause problems. You're causing internal war. We have internal war. We have internal division in Nigeria. What for? For politics? We should care about the nation. We should care about the welfare of the citizens, and not for, for self-interest, because I want power. Because the kidnapping of the girls is not going to induce good governance and effective leadership. If it's because I believe they want to make the country ungovernable. That's what I believe, because they don't want the president there. Fine. Let this turn not be over. Kidnapping the girls is not going to change anything. It's not going to pull him out.
But the fine details of that negotiation has not been put out there for people to know. But what seems to be the overriding interest for a lot of people is let the girls return.
Where are the girls?
But that's the question.
Where are the
women
girls?
like yourself, advocates like yourself, have been asking all over the world. We've seen people have been asking the question.
Where are the girls?
But again, for you and your group, do you think that we're getting closer to getting them released?
I don't know what to think. I'm just, we're just prayerful that the ones that are still alive, because we know many have been killed, and the ones that are still alive should be let go. We're just praying. We don't know what to believe. We don't know if all of this is because the election is approaching. And by the way, we have bigger problems looming because it's election period. You know what happens during election. Everybody start making crazy decisions. This one decamp, the other one decamp. This one say, okay, we can do this. We can make the country think that everything is okay, or we can make the country think that we're better. Everybody has something crazy to say or to do when election is approaching. So we are actually approaching very critical time in Nigeria. We already have problems, and there are going to be more problems if we do not set our priorities straight. We need to reevaluate our priorities, because right now we are confused. I know that the president is doing his best. I know that he's trying to solve the problems. But, those girls need to be returned. It shouldn't be a negotiation. Return the girls. You cannot use them to establish authority or power. You cannot use them to get anything that you want. You destroy the children. You destroy the nation. If you are a good leader, then let's see you add value to your environment. Build your immediate environment. Saying that he will be a better leader is not enough. Excellence of character is not identified by a person's utterances, but by his or her action. Let us see your action where you are. Show us how good of a leader you are. You don't need to be a president to be a good leader. We don't need to vote you into a seat for you to do your work. It is your responsibility. It's every Nigerian's responsibility to heal and build this nation. We're pointing to government for everything. Darling, it is wrong. We must all take accountability. The government, they are people. They are not machines. Yeah? The reason we have a lot of bad leaders is because we have bad citizens. We're not patriotic citizens. A patriotic citizen makes a competent leader. So let's start Nigerians by being accountable. Listen, I don't know where you are. Release those children. Just release the girls. They are the future of this nation. People don't understand the role of women in nation building. They need to understand it.
You know, there are those who will say that, well, it's one thing for people to fit into the system, but then you have a lot of fantastic Nigerians out there who are doing great things. But with respect to the information that is out there about releasing the girls, what's your impression, or do you think that we appreciate when the authorities there, security, say, look, at the time though, we couldn't storm where the girls are, even though they said they knew where the girls are, because if they storm where the girls are and none of them is alive, people will eventually turn on them and say, look, why did you storm the place? You could have thought of a better option. Do you think we appreciate all of these reasons they're giving us?
Where is the better option? Where's the better option? Right? That's if the girls are even alive. How many months has it been? I mean, the whole world have cried out for the return of the girls, and they're still there because why? There are a few evil men that are doing that because of their own interest. What's the option? The option is for those men to release the girls. Release them. I don't care what your interest and what you want. I don't care what it is. You're not going to achieve much with all of these internal problems we're creating. We can't achieve much for this nation. I mean, we wake up every day just thinking, oh, Nigeria, this is happening in Nigeria, that's happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is too much problem, too much this, too much that. Who's going to fix it? We are going to fix it. We're going to fix it by starting to nurture our children, starting to nurture our women. We say that the children are the future, yet we are abusing and manipulating, exploiting them. We're not giving them the opportunities to participate in building their future and the future of the nation. The women, my God, they are the base and the authority of the family, and the family is an extension of the community, and the community is an extension of the state and then the nation. So if you break a woman, you break the family and you broke the nation. I would continuously say this, that a broken woman is a broken nation. Nigeria needs to begin to appreciate, we need to begin to promote womanhood and the rise of female power.
But these are terrorists. Do you think they understand the import of what you just said?
They understand. You understand what you want to understand. They're human beings. They were birthed by women. They have mothers, they have fathers. You know, these people that are also manipulating them are human beings, so they can change their mind. They can decide to become compassionate towards humanity. I said, listen, this thing that I'm doing is not really good. Okay, I know I don't like Jonathan, and I know I don't like this leader, but you know what? What about these people that are suffering? What about the casualties? What's their own? Why am I doing this? What am I really gaining? It's about power and money, right? How much can you chop?
Well, you're a gender and child rights advocate. What kind of message do you push out there, and who's your target?
Womanhood. I continue to promote the appreciation for womanhood, because if you heal the woman, you heal the children. If the woman is healthy, the children will be healthy and the nation will be healthy. Please, we need to stop exploiting children, and we need to stop abusing women. We need them to build any country. Every country in the world can only be built where the women and the children are healthy. If the woman is not healthy, the children are not healthy, you're going to have a bad and broken society like we have right now. So what I'm saying is this: people should stop abusing the children. Give them opportunities. Don't manipulate them. Don't exploit them for your own selfish interest. The consequence is extensive. It's great. It's grave. It will destroy so many people. We are all connected. So if if I hurt you, it would provoke a negative chain reaction, because we are all connected. So please, we have to look after our children. We cannot abuse them. We have to look after the women. Women play a major role in nation building. It's important that we begin to promote. Now, when I say the rise of feminine power, I don't want people to misconstrue that as women competing with men. No, it's women rising to their responsibilities by healing the world. Yeah, that's what I mean by we need to promote the rise of feminine power. But they can't even do that if we're suppressing them. We need to even abolish the aspect of our culture that represses women. There are so many work we need to do. We need to really, I'm talking to philanthropists, I'm talking to government. You need to create programs that will take care of women, that will heal them. We have many women in Nigeria running around so bitter because they've been abused, because they've been disconnected from their essence. A woman cannot live to her full potential if she's not operating from her element. So we need to heal them. There's so much more happening in Nigeria. I went to Calabar. The kids that they will brand them child witches and mommy water and so on and so forth. They'll drive nails into their head. That's madness. I suffered that as a child. I was set on fire when I was barely 3 years old because I tiptoe and I slink, but that's how God made me. And these children, that's how God made them. You should stop killing these children. I don't care what your interest is. I don't care. You want power? Power is not abuse. Power is not war. Power is self, unfortunately. But what you don't understand is that the consequence is more extensive than their singular interest. Yeah, look at what's happening in the country now. You adopt people's children. You cause problems. You're causing internal war. We have internal war. We have internal division in Nigeria. What for? For politics? We should care about the nation. We should care about the welfare of the citizens, and not for self-interest, because I want power. Because the kidnapping of the girls is not going to induce good governance and effective leadership. If it's because I believe they want to make the country ungovernable. That's what I believe, because they don't want the president there. Fine. Let his tenure be over. Kidnapping the girls is not going to change anything. It's not going to pull him out.